South Korea's second homegrown spy satellite successfully made into the orbit from Kennedy Space Center in Florida on Sunday local time. Now, what does that mean for the situation here on the Korean Peninsula? We're joined by Professor Park Won-gon for the answer. Welcome back, Professor Park.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining us. What makes the second spy satellite different from the one launched last December? What significance does the second one carry?
Well, the second military satellite, they do have a so-called SAR radar, or we call it as SAR satellite. SAR stands for synthetic aperture radar, and it captured the data using the microwaves, and they are capable of collecting the data regardless of weather conditions. I can say that it's like weatherproof, the surveillance system. And it can penetrate through the clouds, smoke, and even haze to create high-resolution images of the Earth's surface. The first one we successfully launched, they did not have this SAR radar. Instead, they have a EO. EO stands for electro-optical sensors or infrared sensors. Of course, it's a very it can deliver the very detailed image of the Earth's surface. But problem is that this EO/IR sensors has strongly influenced by weather condition. So combined of these two satellite systems, South Korea, we do have a far enhanced its surveillance capability.
Right, and then it's not just one or two, but a total of 5 that the South Korean military is trying to launch by the year 2025. Now, the 5 are expected to offer regular coverage of certain targets at about 2-hour intervals. Do explain what this means, please.
Yes, South Korea, our military and government has pursued so-called 4-5 project, and this stands for the 1 SAR satellite plus the 4 EO/IR radar satellite. So this third satellite will be launched this November this year, and 4th and 5th satellite will be launched next year. Then South Korea will evaluate the constellation effect. But overall, you just mentioned that 2-hour intervals is very important. This satellite will be positioned in such a way that every 2 hours, one of them will be over the target area. And this is a very significant capability because it ensures that the area is being watched frequently and allowing for near real-time intelligence. It reduces the chance of missing any important activities. So it has, of course, strategic implications. South Korea can keep a close eye on the potential security threat or areas of interest. Of course, we are talking about North Korea.
Right, that leads to my next question. Will the 5 spy satellites be enough to monitor the North and prevent provocations coming from the North? I mean, how many should there be?
Well, so no way to have a perfectly counter the North Korean provocation. I mean, we couldn't say that how many, but the 5 and the South Korea government also have planned to launch the ultra small satellite and will greatly enhance South Korea capability. On top of that, you see, South Korea, we do have the joint military system with the United States, and lately we have a very closely cooperate with Japan too. So in other words, with Japan, South Korea, and United States have collaborate with each other to counter the North Korean provocation. And United States, you know, that has the most advanced technology. At the same time, they do have a capability to surveil all over the world. Of course, it includes North Korea too. And I just mentioned that South Korea, we do have the additional plan to launch the 40 more ultra-small spy satellite. And among them, 36 are SAR satellite and 4 EO/IR radar satellites. And then it can cover the wide range of the peninsula. And at the same time, these the big satellites can have a more detailed image and detailed surveillance to South Korea. And in that sense, we can see the most important target of North Korea, that is mobile launcher, so-called TEL. And even we can see Kim Jong-un's special train, and even can see the weapons hide in the woods. And it can enhance South Korea's so-called kill chain. We have this strategy of kill chain. Kill chain refers to preemptive missile strike readiness. At the same time, if North Korea launched any kind of missiles, we, South Korea, do have a very enhanced capability to precise strike of the missiles and the target.
So the more satellites, the better. It's highly likely that North Korea is speeding up to launch its own second spy satellite in the coming weeks, isn't it? Maybe in time for April 15th? What do you think?
Well, Kim Jong-un announced to launch 3 more spy satellites this year. So I think there are at least 2 important reasons, the decision-making point of launch of the satellite by the North. First, definitely North Korea needed to have a technological readiness and should not be failed. And second, is about the weather, because satellite launch is strongly influenced by the weather. Then maybe think about North Korea, think about the important political days for launching the satellite. This April, North Korea had 2 major holidays. One is the April 15th, so-called Kim Il-sung's birthday. And then the April 25th is the founding anniversary of the North Korean People's Revolutionary Army. So if they are simply ready and they have chance to matching this date for their launching.
Right, so it looks like the launch time more depends on the regime's confidence in its technology.
Yes, exactly.
All right, Professor Park, thank you as always for your insight. You have a great day.
Thank you.